Welcome back everybody to Monster Hunter World. Last time we ended it. We took down the mysterious monster, thus named Xeno, and the credits rolled. Monster Hunter World's base story is completed. But there's still a lot of loose ends, and there's more story to go on because the hunt never ends. But we have a lot of blue exclamation points, and that's all extra content and everything else, so let's just kind of talk to people. Well, look who's here. It's still not late. I like that punctual hunters. I got some juicy monster info to share. You got the look of someone who knows exactly what I'm talking about. You may not know what you found, but this is big news, kid. The rest of the first will want to hear this for sure. So get your Eptanos-sized butt into gear. You're coming with me. Alright boys and girls, listen up. We've got some news. Seems like our gold pal Goldilocks is back. What? Amazing. How long has it been? Soon after we first got to the new world, I remember she was the one that got away. Teostra, or the mother goddess of gold. It's got a ring to it, right? Although we were able to confirm her existence in the new world, we were never able to figure out much about her. We just didn't have the manpower at the time to conduct a proper investigation.
Let's see now.
Teostra is an interesting gal. She can attract all sorts of metallic substances to her body. We tried to figure out exactly what exactly she was covered with and the location of her nest. But with only the first round, we couldn't get the job done. Imagine that, a monster as big and shiny as her giving us the slip. That's something that's always bugged me. We just didn't have the resources available to go after her. But with the 5th year, I say we have more than enough bodies to have another crack at it. You are correct. However, it is puzzling that Teostra has suddenly appeared once more. I surmise that with Zora Magdros' effect on the Everstream, and Xeno collecting all that bioenergy, the new world must be in its most active phase in its history. This may be the only time that Teostra will come out of hiding.
I see.
And that's precisely why we need to strike while the iron is hot. Gather the 5th and assemble at the Celestial Pursuit.
And listen up.
Though we don't have much info, we do know that Teostra is draped in some kind of coat rich in metallic materials. A treasure trove, if you will, that'll take multiple investigations to properly study, and we all know the scholars want their samples.
Listen to me.
Exact, especially from the most important piece of the Teostra puzzle, her horns. Those take top priority. Got that? The second will head to the designated area immediately to prepare the cannons. First Fleet, we've seen our numbers dwindle over the years, but we've given another chance to shine. Let's do this.
Okay, back to work.
Everyone, once you're ready, get to the Celestial Pursuit. It's monster hunting time. So, now I have to deliver you the bad news. Also, we're in a festival. So I have to give you the bad news. Unfortunately, the Teostra mission that this unlocks is called a siege quest, and we're not going to partake in this because the siege quest to fight Teostra requires like 4 parties of 4 hunters. Like, you need people to do it with because you all have to kind of take the quest independently and work on it. So for that reason, I will not be showing this quest in this playthrough, but I will actually have footage up here for you now of a bonus Monster Hunter episode that I recorded quite a ways back of my personal file of a special unique event quest where you can fight Teostra, with one hunter. So I would highly recommend checking out that footage if you want to see the hunt with Teostra. It's almost exactly the same, except I just ran it solo. So I would recommend watching that, and I'll also have a link to that in the description for you to click on as well. but that was still a post story of World. Cool of Teroth is unlocked only after taking down Xeno.
The field team's gathered at the main gate. Seems like they're getting ready to go out on an expedition
Yes,
in the
thank you,
forest.
Handler. She's gonna say that every time, so I'm gonna kind of talk over her. But that's still a story, so I want to kind of go over that because it does unlock. Now, I had to talk to it in between episodes of gathering things. The Elder Melder did actually have an exclamation point, and when we talked to her, it just unlocked the first Wyverian ritual, and these are unique. So from beating Xeno, we got a thing called a Streamstone Shard. We can actually use this and craft up to, we can use our decorations for points, we only need 12, and we can craft 3 more Mysterious Face Stones. For that reason, we'll show this now for decorations I'm not going to use. So just to give you an idea, we'll get rid of a lot of our resistance decos that like I'm just not going to use. And I can take all of these decos that I'm not going to use, or that whatever decos you have that you're not going to use, and meld them away for points. It forces you to save because it's kind of like a, you know, like a gotcha thing where you trade and stuff, but it doesn't cost real money. And it rerolls into new decos, and we got trash. Now there are stronger versions, but these are this is a Streamstone and a Gleaming Streamstone. We do not have we do not have any of these yet, and we will not be getting any of these for a little bit, so I would not worry about these right now. But that did unlock. Other than that, I'm trying to remember exactly who unlocks Iceborne because I don't want to do that yet. So I believe it's them. So for now, we will talk to... Oh, wait. I'm not sure, but we have a lot of people to talk to. Not specifically here, but we'll talk to the serious handler.
How are you doing?
Oh, hey. How goes the hunting? Me? I'm about to head off to the Wildspire Waste. My partner told me he spotted something strange out there, so I'm getting ready to check it out. He said it was some kind of animal that's, not an animal? I don't know. He's a strange one, don't ask. He thinks it's something that's not from this world. He won't shut up about it, so I figured I'd go amuse him.
Hey.
Hey, if you're not doing anything, I wouldn't mind the company. I've prepared a quest called A Visitor from Another World. If you're interested in tagging along, I figured that creature is anything like you described, it might turn to a pretty nice adventure. Search in the Wildspire for anomalies. Another new quest that is unlocked only in the post-game after you have taken down Xeno, and we also have the 3rd Fleet Phalines. Ah, the Sapphire Star, just the hunter we were looking for. Please, you have to come back to the research base with us. The old Lylan expert lady wants to talk to you. You see, we were on a safari when suddenly a Terror Raider you've never seen before joined and followed us back to base. It's got a really scary face, and even scarier than yours, but it didn't try to eat us or anything. The old expert lady, I didn't know what to make of it, so we came here to find someone that could help. But Astera is pretty big, and everyone's so tall. Thank goodness you found us first. Please, Hunter, lend us a paw. Will you come back to the research base with us? Investigate the anomaly at the research base. Oh man, there's a lot of post stuff. Okay, I accidentally. Yeah, we'll go there eventually, but we're not gonna head there right now. And the huntsman also has something for us as well. I've been waiting for you, Hunter. We have something to talk about. As you may know, the fearsome Teostra calls the Elder's Recess its home. However, we've received reports of its presence in the Wildspire Waste. Which is odd that it has left the Elder's Recess once more. Something is going on. And that something is why the commander has ordered the best of the 5th, you, Hunter, to go out and investigate. Your handler has the details. The quest is called The Blazing Sun. Investigate the Teostra of the Wild. See, there's just so much content that unlocks. It wasn't like this originally because as World wrapped up when it released, they would release post content afterwards, and that's why you kind of do stuff one after another or kind of sequential, but we kind of have it all at once. We have that goo over there of speak to the feisty fivers that I'm not going to speak to because that unlocks Iceborne and we're not going to take care of that yet. Now also, after we finish the base story of World, our hunter rank actually uncapped. So whatever level we were when we finished, I don't remember the exact level. I think it's like 15 or something. We had our hunter rank cap removed, meaning whenever we've done quests and obviously our rank never went up, that caused our hunter rank to kind of gain experience. It does gain experience and level up because you can level it up to 999. So we leveled up to rank 900 or not 29, rank 29, and now we're not going up anymore. Because of that, it automatically gives you a quest called Beyond the Blasting Scales. Hunt 2 basil geese, and you see that they're purple. So that's what this game's post content revolves around, is fighting these tempered monsters. So right now our hunter cap is capped at 29 until we take down this quest. Now I managed to go out and actually grab some tracks because tempered monsters do come in tiers: threat level 1, threat level 2, and threat level 3. And right now, without taking down the basil geese, we actually can fight tempered tier 1 monsters, which give rare decorations, because the special rewards, those purple rewards, only give you decorations. These give you monster materials of higher rarities of better percentage chance drop rates. These will give you decoration. And by beating this, we can also get streamstone shards to meld into decorations via the roulette at the Elder Melder. So, you see there, it says threat level 1. That's important because until we take down those 2 basil geese, we can only get lucky and get tempered tier 1 monster hunts. For that reason, with the time we've already spent here, I am actually going to show off that one tempered tier 1 mission I have. Granted, we're gonna have to fight Gyarados as well, but it's whatever. And I've upgraded my armor mostly quite a bit. So we're gonna show off one of the special assignment quests we have and this tempered one to kind of show you a small taste of what kind of the post game is going to be consisting of. I'm gonna use the voucher to try to up my percentage chances. We have 30 minutes. The more restrictions you have, technically the rarer chances you have of getting better decorations. It doesn't increase your roulette chance, but it just ups it a little bit to my knowledge. By that I mean like max players 2, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, faint 2 times, 1 time. All of that makes it better. So this is not the hardest one, but it's kind of in the middle. So let's do this. Oh sweet, it actually already brought me here, although that's actually kind of bad because I do definitely want to eat a meal, so I'm going to go back to camp. Now, we've taken down low rank Rathian, we've even taken down high rank Rathian without much ease, or without much trouble. We've took that with relative ease. Now, just because this is a threat level 1 tempered monster, tempered Rathian is not going to be easy. These tempered monsters are still very tough. I don't really know how this is going to go with how strong my current equipment build setup is. I think it's... no, it should be bringing me to Rathian. I don't know how well this is going to go. I don't think Rathian would cause too much of an issue for me to take down, but you never know. And I'm really honestly hoping that for once we will finally get a decent, like even just one decent decoration of a drop that we've just never gotten lucky enough to ever get. Because my luck throughout this entire series of even trying to get decorations has been like the worst it could ever be. Also, it took me to a track. That's not where I wanted to go. That took me way out of the way. It took me the other side of the map. I thought maybe because we like landed next to Rathian, I had assumed that maybe the game would have been like, oh, well, you discovered it, so we're gonna just track Rathian. No. But yeah, we will not be hitting up Iceborne yet. I'm very excited to hit Iceborne. And with going at Iceborne, I am going to be putting a little bit more emphasis on elemental weapons. Not all of them, because not all excel in elemental damage. But the dual blades and the insect glaive are going to be our elemental weapons. Those are what we're going to be using for element. Everything else will still be raw because it's a bit stronger. Not that it's bad for element, it's just the raw version of it is technically better. Now, if you want more tempered investigations, because you have to grab a lot of tracks, pick up all these tracks that they leave, and it's for that reason. Oh, Rathian's actually going back down there. I'm gonna go over here because she seems stuck. I'm gonna pick up these tracks to unlock more tempered investigations, just so I have more chances to just fight more tempered monsters. That way, it's not Rathian and Gyarados in the same quest. I think Rathian's stuck. I think she was stuck there for a good minute. All right, let's do this. But what? Okay. And I brought the fireproof mantle with me because Rathian can shoot fire, so I figured that'd be kind of decent. I used it to fight Xeno as an optional quest when she showed back up as well, and it just worked. It worked there as well, so that's why I had the fireproof. There we go. All right. Let's see how this goes. I hope well. I'm gonna try to sever the tail because I don't really want Rathian to have a higher percentage or chance to inflict poison on me, because knowing it's a tempered monster, this is not going to be easy, and I don't really want Rathian to have more chances to inflict annoying status ailments upon me. I'm still using the Blast Dual Blades. I'm still using the same build that I used to fight Xeno with. It still works really well. It's unfortunate I can't get Master's Touch because I just literally can't get a Teostra investigation to save my life, so... But we are actually about to fight Teostra, so who knows? Maybe the game will be really nice and give me a Teostra gem. I really doubt the game was going to be that nice to me of all people, but, you know, I mean, hey, you never know. I was going to try to flinch shot it, but then I realized that Rathian enraged itself, so that wasn't going to work. Yeah, I've actually come to realize that dual blades are actually pretty strong, and I actually like using them quite a bit. Come on, come on. Yeah, that's what I don't want to get hit by. Ooh, nice down. All right, can we chop the tail? Come on, tail. Chop off. Dang. Tail harder to rip off than I thought. Oh, we're getting these good downs though. Come on, I want to chop that tail off. Wow. Of course, at the very start of the combo, the tail goes. And technically, breaking parts gives you the research points, which I believe can still drop a investigation. Like, you still can get an investigation from it. So I mean, it is still good to always be focusing on breaking parts off monsters. I just don't do it a ton. Oh, Rathian turned. No. No. Come on. Come on, I really want the flint. I really want the flint shot. I really want it. Come on. Come on. Don't dizzy me. Don't dizzy me. Split. Hit that. No. No. And it's enraged. Yep. Well, that didn't work out like how we wanted. But I'll take it. This is going so bad. We've gotten some good flinches on Rathian. I mean, Rathian is still only a tier 1 threat monster, so like it is gonna be harder. Like I've taken a couple hits and we did have like half our health, but I did upgrade my armor pretty much as strong as I could make it, just to give us the highest amount of defense that would save my bacon from dying. Because I want to be like, oh man, we're doing pretty well at fighting, you know, tempered Rathian. This isn't going too bad, and then just, you know, get raffle stomped really bad. So I kind of wanted to like make sure my armor was pretty decently upgraded. Fortunately, things can't stay easy for very long because now Pink Rathian's here, which is definitely a problem. Yeah, it's definitely a problem. Hey, you remember how I cut off Rathian's tail to not be poisoned? And I stood in the poison cup? But we actually slayed Rathian. I mean, Rathian did have less HP due to Gyarados being in here. So let's just not even carve Rathian because I don't want to deal with Pink Rathian. And let's just get out of here. Where's my oh, I don't have the Gilly Mantle. I was gonna slap on the Gilly Mantle and try to make Pink Rathian de-aggro me a bit faster so I can get away and fast travel, but we already know the location that Gyarados he's always in his usual chill poolside hangout. So we already know where Gyarados is chilling at, so we just have to work our way there. And Gyarados is going to be a lot easier to fight. Literally because he's not tempered, and we're already this strong. Like literally, Gyarados is going to not mean... He's not going to mean crap to me, dude. And I'm so glad I ate that meal, because having that higher stamina with the dual blades of this being in demon mode is just so... It's so useful. So... Alright, I see him. I see the fish boy, the long boy himself. I mean, I guess Gyarados isn't like a long boy, but he's not small either. This should be a pretty easy fight. I mean, to be fair, our dual blades, I truly did not expect our dual blades to literally rip through Xeno'jiiva that easily. I really did not expect that to happen. I've never used anything except the Switch Axe and the Longsword on Xeno'jiiva, so I honestly had no idea how the dual blades were actually going to perform, and that performed crazy. Like, could never have imagined dual blades would have ran that well against Xeno. Like I get they're strong, and like I have a pretty decent conception of good armor skills now and everything else from playing the game so much. But it's still a little ridiculous. Like that just seems a little too easy. They're like, oh my god, the final boss of the main story, Xeno'jiiva herself, and she's dead. I mean, we didn't kill her that fast, but I mean, we killed Xeno pretty quick. Like, I mean, I'm not even paying attention fighting Gyarados, honestly. Like, I'm not even paying attention to this dude because he's gonna be so easy. Like, he's such a victim right now. Like, look at that. Me squealing on how easy the dual blades took down Xeno'jiiva, and we took down another monster in the meantime. So like, come on, yeah. These poor monsters just don't even know what they're in for anymore when they're dealing with me. But you know, unfortunately, Cool Taroth is not going to be the only event monster that we're not going to be able to show off. There is one more. Sorry, I'm trying to think. I do believe there is one more monster we can... I think there's one we can show off. I'm not sure. But there is one I'm fairly confident... I'm like very... like 99.9% sure we cannot show it off. So that'll be another thing where in that episode I will link, you know, that video of fighting that monster in there. So, yeah. There we go, there's our first tempered monster ever defeated. Tempered Rathian, and pretty easy. But now you'll see it. So our rewards they're just mysterious because it's a tier 3 technically, because tier 1's the highest, but a threat level 1 gave us all mysterious, and we gotta stream some shard. So RNG, please. Wow. I mean, we've been getting mysterious face stones the whole game, so I really can't complain that they're trash because they are. And look, hey, that's our first miniature gold crown of the whole game. That was the smallest Gyarados. Cool. Alright, well, back in town, I'm really determined. So in special assignments, we have the Visitor from Another World, which we won't do right now. Blazing Sun, a team has spotted Teostra in the Wildspire Waste. I say it's an opportune time to go and have an audience with the Inferno Emperor, wouldn't you say? That I would. I'm not gonna use a voucher, and it won't let me pick what camp to go to. But it is for this reason alone Oh, and I actually thoroughly organized my item box and my loadout and everything else, so we're pretty set and we're pretty rocking on items. But yeah. So let's go take down this Teostra. Ah, I forgot to eat. Just kidding. Malnemesis is holding court, and I couldn't read the rest of that. Whoops. But yeah, let's see. It's only gonna be plus 10 HP, but I'm so greedy. I like that attack up large. It makes such a difference to our stats. Now I don't actually think I have yeah, I don't. Oh no, I have him down here, but I don't have enough research to even find his track, unfortunately. But we know Teostra is always located in that kind of desert area, so all we have to do is get our way there. And I do like whenever you're in the field, not in the Elder's Recess, but in like Ancient Forest or Rotten Vale, Coral Highlands, or anything else. Like when we fought Kieran fire in the Coral Highlands, the Coral Highlands had like a kind of somewhat thunderstorm aesthetic to the level. And we kind of have it here where it's like steamy, it's hot, it's got the heat wave effect. Because Teostra's here, and obviously he emits a lot of heat. Just that cool little detail of the field that I really like. Seeing if I didn't tell you what we were hunting, if you knew about stuff like that, you could actually spot what we were hunting, like, ooh, it's got that heat wave effect. He's hunting Teostra. Yes. Yes, we are. But now all we have to do is just get our way to him, or at least stumble upon just literally any track. Literally any track of Teostra's. But he should be here. There he is. He's sitting down. He's resting. Alright, let's do this. Alright. I honestly did not do very well against Teostra when I was trying to grind for the gem using the dual blades, so hopefully this goes better. Now I did bring max potions to be able to fully restore my HP and actually slap it back up to max. Ooh. But now we're getting this is what made this fight tough, was the getting blown up aspect. You know, as any fight would. Also, this is a large toasty. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What? How did he miss? Oh, he didn't miss that time. Yeah, this is a big toasty and an aggressive toasty. So let's see what we can do. Might be a tough fight. Alright. With him occupied, we are going to flinch on him to get that free down. Crank up some easy damage. There we go. Yeah, this is a big toasty because his face isn't easy to reach. Luckily, his front feet are still a weak spot, so you can always hit those. Ooh, with the down. Good, good, good. We got that good stamina recovery, which does help. Like when we do run out of stamina, so having that max stamina, great. But having that stamina surge ability, oh, we get it back so fast. And just be safe, let's just sharpen. And since Toasty is an Elder Dragon, I will grab his footprint. Because if the game gives me literally one investigation for Toasty to fight him, that just increases my chances of getting a gem. And I really want a gem for the dual blades. Like, really bad. Because Master's Touch would be so helpful for our high crit build. Or, yeah, our high critical hit chance for the dual blade build. It'd be so helpful. Alright, he is heating up, so he'll probably do the explosion soon. I don't think we can survive that. That was a decent hit. If he de-aggroes, I could try to flinch shot him again. Yeah, let's try to get some free slinger ammo to drop from him here. Wait, how's his face already softened? That's kind of weird. I didn't expect that. Didn't expect it to be counterattack either, but you know, here we are. Oh! Oh no! Oh, also I forgot to switch Milo back to the flashfly cage. So we're still alive. Yeah, all part of the plan. I did actually forget to switch him off it though. That wasn't like a, oh ha ha ha, I left him on knowing I would die. No, this was me legitimately forgetting. Alright, see if we can get our flinch shot here, especially with his face being softened. But Toasty does a lot of facial attacks, so this might not be easy. Oh, I'm out of stamina. No! Just enough stamina we run out of. No, that was almost enough. Like if I had even like the tiniest sliver of stamina, we could have flinch shot him into the wall. That sucks, man. Alright, good, another down. I can't quite get to his head. Barely. Come on. Big damage, big damage. Nice. Nice. So great, dude. We were playing a real risky being in the middle of all those explosives. Poof. We got really lucky. Whoa! Another down? What? I honestly wasn't expecting that one. The other one I was like, maybe we could squeeze one out. I didn't think we were gonna get another one though, like right away. Alright, Toasty is fleeing because he's almost dead. Let's see if I can just get some chip damage. Alright. He's going into that nest, usually where Diablos hangs out, so we're just gonna kind of let him run away. We got our great shot with the Mega Barrel Bombs, which I really doubt will kill him, but this is gonna be sick. Actually, now let's do a flinch shot. Actually, change our mind. This is free. Flinch shot's free. Mega Barrel Bombs would have done more damage, granted, but the flinch shot is free. It's free real estate. We gotta go for it. And he's defeated. You are truly worthy of praise, Hunter. Come on, RNG. Let me carve a gem. Let me carve a gem. Carve a gem. Carve a gem. Carve a gem. I don't think we're getting. We didn't get a gem. Okay. Well, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. I'm just so adamant about getting a gem because if I could make those toasty pants, we could have Master's Touch. So like we wouldn't have to sharpen as much as the dual blade, and we would maintain white sharpness for longer. Just upping our damage total. Like, it would just up our damage counter. It would be so beneficial for the dual blades. And the game is just like, sorry man, you can't carve a gem and you can't get an investigation for it to earn a gem. And I'm over here like, okay. I mean, I would like one. I was hoping it was gonna be like, ooh, he's talking smack. Let's give him a gem as the rewards. Didn't work. Bad deco? Bad deco. Of course. Because why would it be different? And so, that gold crown, not as like, oh my god, small Juratotas. Because this is a special assignment. So that toasty will be that size every time. It'll always be the large gold crown toasty. Juratotas, because it's an investigation, it's just random. So, just another gold crown, just not as hype as the Juratotas one. Jur was random.
The field team's gathered at the main gate. Seems like they're getting ready to go out on an expedition in the forest.
Huntsman, we took it down.
Good work.
Excellent work. You're good, Hunter. Let's entrust the research to the scholars now. We shall escort them to the site so that they can investigate.
No.
It seems that everyone from the Second Fleet was all in a hurry to report something to their chief just now. I wonder what's going on. Did you talk to the Second Fleet Master? I have not. Special assignment incoming. Talk to the smithy. The smithy wants to speak to us? Is the smithy from the Second Fleet? I guess he is. Yeah, Second Fleet Master, wow.
That's incredible.
Oi, Fire. Come here, lend me your ear for a minute. One of me underlings was going on about a Teostra that appeared in a little special arena out in the Great Ravine. Would you believe that? A Teostra. The good news is that the beast appears to be wounded. It was spotted coming from the wild spider waste, but suddenly dropped into our arena. Just when we were raring to make some well-needed repairs, that beast shows up and makes a mess of the place. Anyway, the better news is we need someone to go in and deal with it. Isn't that bad news, you say? Not for the bloody legend like yourself. You think the Teostra that's in there is the same one you were investigating earlier? I see. Well, today's your lucky day then, ain't it? He's probably passed out by now, gorging on all that gunpowder. Eh? You didn't know? Rumor is that Teostra feasts on gunpowder and when they're wounded. That's probably why he's holed up there.
Stay tough.
I've given your handler a quest called Pandora's Arena. Get your gear sorted out and give the place a once-over. Alright, Sapphire Star. What'll it be? I don't know what in God's name voice did I give him. But yes, we have another special assignment available called Pandora's Arena. We have to actually go talk to those aliens again and head to the research base. But that begins our new chapter in monster hunting. But we have a lot more to do, and we definitely have a lot more to cover. So, until then, I'll see you guys next time for when we tackle Pandora's Arena. Later.